Hello and welcome back to Europa Universalis 4. I'm Lord Forwind. You're playing as Prussia. We just started a brief little conquest war to try and take out Oldenburg over here, but last episode our big thing was we beat up Poland and stole all this land, and now we're kind of working on trying to get some absolutism. We're getting 1.5 a year. So we could just wait, and by the end of the 1600s we would have enough. But we may speed it up a little bit with some harsh treatments. We have monarch points to spare in terms of military usually, so it's not going to be a huge issue. I do have a, oh, I've got to get, oh yeah, I've got military access to Brunswick. That's why I have that. Plan is to take over these guys. Obviously, we have some issues with some of these free cities to target. But we should be able to attack someone like Lüneburg here and pull in some of them. So we have options. The goal is to kind of take over this area, get some more of the mission trees done. We'll probably take out these guys soon. In some ways, I'm actually happy that Bohemia is conquering things. If Bohemia reconquers these, which I would be fine with, then I can just take it from them because Bohemia is weak and doesn't have many allies. Struggle for royal power ends. The king is supreme. Poland is now in an absolute monarchy. Interesting. Or it should be an absolute monarchy. Really? No, it's still elective. Okay, I thought it would have swapped. Anyway, the king won the struggle for royal power, which is interesting. Let's... Really? You're going to hold out? They're going to hold out until I reoccupy my lands. Truce with everybody we were at war with just ended. For the religious war. At some point we're going to want to beat up Austria and steal some of their lands, but for now... Expansion in the HRE is the plan. Let's get out of here, and then I can break that military access with those guys, and we should be all good. Okay, break military access, or rather cancel military access. I suppose I could technically attack these guys, but I don't think it's worth it. We probably should wait a little bit. We've been expanding. Yeah, Austria could join the coalition. Other people could. We do have France and the Ottomans as allies, but considering how useless the Ottomans have been this game and how useless France has been this game, I'm not really feeling it. Also, can we point out that Bohemia is losing this war, which is interesting. I mean, good for them. No, I'm not giving you territory, Silly. Tiny little Emperor Silly over here. Otakar von Silly. Yeah, he's doing a pretty good job over there. Let's throw down a better... Actually, you know what? I don't really need a fort there, do I? Put it there. No, I'll put it there instead. And that'll be more useful. Could a line of forts there, a line of forts there. These provinces will just get reoccupied. You can always retake them. Could I potentially attack Bohemia? I could. No, I should wait. Get some more absolutism. Have less problems. 142 to get absolutism up 1. Feels horrendously expensive. Oh well. We also should try and strip land from the burghers at some point. State's loyalty must be higher than their influence. They have an influence of 51. Oh, so I can't take it away from them. That's interesting. That's going to make this a little bit harder to pull off, actually. We're going to have to wait till this influence ticks down. Yeah, diet summon, trade restrictions. Once those goes down, we should have a better shot. Lithuania is still working for Poland. Oh well. We'll wait. No particular rush. It's only 1600. We have time. We've got almost 200 years. Just sit back, drill the armies, stay out of trouble, prepare for the next wars. We're not quite strong enough to defy all of Europe on our own. Quite yet. We're getting there though. We will be there with our allies, but that's not enough on its own. We could be Defender of the Faith, but I don't think it's worth it just yet. Put in the treasury for the Queen Consort region. Okay, so England's having its civil war, I think. Cromwell, I think, is here. Yeah. Good luck, England. You're tiny, so if you can win, best of luck. Okay, we just got a lot of cash out of that. I guess we'll build more manufacturers. At least for now, keep them out of trouble. We're gonna get a reform here soon as well, which is nice. Get even more governing capacity, I guess. Second in the world military. Second in the world military rank is Prussia. That's nice. Speaking of armies, though, we should be able to raise another Prussian army here soon. Knowledge sharing? No. Speaking of knowledge sharing, how are we doing getting the institution? We need 2k gold. I probably shouldn't have spent all that money. Okay, well, I guess we'll wait and see how much cheaper we can get it before we actually have to embrace it, because quite a few of our provinces are actually getting it at a reasonable rate now. Just need 2 more lower Saxon provinces. Oh, there's one with Lubeck. You know, maybe we can threaten Lubeck for land. No. Sorry, got interrupted by somebody looking for our cat who's not doing well, so probably gonna pass on in the next day or two, which will be sad. He's like 18 years old, so for a cat, that's a very rich, happy life, I suppose. Still sad. Still very sad, but... Okay. I will say, we do look very impressive on the map. We actually look like we're bigger than Austria. Of course, they own the Netherlands. Speaking of which, when are the Dutch gonna revolt? Isn't that like 16... Isn't 1600 to like 1650 or something? I can't remember. Soon, basically. They should be revolting soon. And that will be very useful. I suppose I could seize more land, couldn't I? But I think 60 is probably a good spot to sit at. But after all, we want the estates to stay at least positive if we can. So the clergy aren't the issue. The real only issue is the burghers down here. Suppose I could technically get rid of that and they'd still be loyal. So we just got to get our their influence lower. I'm going to take that tech here so I can start on the next military one. I'm thinking quality just to have a monstrously strong army. We'll probably take quantity 26. I'm having better luck with a small army. We can't really support another army, or we can only really support up to this amount anyway, so I don't feel too bad about that. We'll have basically endless perfect army generals, which will be lovely. We're gonna have even more infantry combat ability. We'll have more artillery bonus, we'll have cavalry bonus, we'll have discipline, and then we will be able to, if need be, get more army recovery speed. But really, we don't get any good ideas out of this. Would be the best next one to take. Economics, get some more discipline, I guess. We'll move to there. Now, this should be a pathetically easy victory. Yeah, lost 800 troops, killed 5,000. Yeah, peasant revolts don't tend to do well. There we go. We've got maxed out army tradition, basically. It'll stay at 100 for the rest of the game. Okay. Yeah, okay. So, a little bit of trouble here, but we're doing okay. A little bit of a time skip, unfortunately, but there was a brief skip in recording, so I'm probably going to have to splice this with the rest of the episode together, which is unfortunate, but it's the way it goes. We've got more claims we can put on Bohemia, or we could just go after Glasgow now, because they are much larger. Question is, what is the aggressive expansion looking like? Could be better. Oh, maybe we'll wait till we get this tech, get a little bit more absolutism, get perfect generals, get perfect cavalry units. Then we'll take over more land, I guess. No real point in taking the land if it's only going to increase the cost to get the institution. Or I can just go straight for Bohemia and ignore Glasgow for the moment and go back and pick them up later. That might be the best plan. Finish off Bohemia, or as much as we can, and then pick off the small nations later on.